I'm Audrey Dick, and I'm going to be reviewing the 2018 film Christopher Robin. This movie was directed by Mark Foster. The starring roles are Ewan McGregor playing Christopher Robin, Haley Atwell playing Christopher's wife, Evelyn Robin, Bronte Carmichael playing Madeline Robin, Christopher and Evelyn's daughter, and Mark Gatiss playing the main antagonist, Giles Winslow. The film begins by giving a background of Christopher Robin's life. He played with the classic cast of characters from The 100-Acre Wood, Rabbit, Pooh, Eeyore, Piglet, etc. as a child. However, he was then put into boarding school and shortly after his father passed away. This event seems to shape Christopher's outlook for the rest of his life as he begins to give up on the absurdity of playing with his imaginary friends. The rest of the movie focuses on the adult life of Christopher. He meets his wife, Evelyn, on a train car, and the two eventually fall in love and marry. Christopher then goes off to war, which, from the context of the movie and Christopher Robin's real life, we can assume is World War II. This event is important as the wake of World War II left many people in shock and in search of new meaning in their lives, which was often found in many of the worldviews we discussed over this course. Christopher comes back to his wife and daughter, his daughter who had been born while he was away. He finds new meaning in his work life and focuses everything in his life around working for future success, which often leads him to make personal sacrifices to satisfy his boss, Giles Winslow. The plot thickens when Winslow asks Robin to spend the weekend completing paperwork for a company crisis, which would mean Robin would have to give up the weekend he had planned with his daughter and his increasingly frustrated wife. In the midst of this crisis, Robin gets a visit from an old friend, Winnie the Pooh. The rest of the story follows the tale of Robin accepting the help of his old friends and embracing the absurdity of life to find meaning and happiness once again. The main worldview present in this movie is existentialism, specifically secular existentialism. This is not hard to see as one of the main principles of secular existentialism is embracing the absurdity of life. The absurdity is obviously seen in Robin's acceptance of his childhood imaginary friends coming back into his adult life as living creatures. Robin spends the majority of the movie fighting this absurdity and attempting to bring Pooh back to his home to resolve what he believes to be a mental break due to stress. However, once he begins to embrace the absurd idea that Pooh and the rest of the 100-Acre group are truly with him again, he finally begins to experience happiness. This is seen best when Robin plays to Eeyore's ideas and tries to fight off the non-existent heffalumps. He finally finds joy in the moment, and Eeyore sums it up best when he says that Christopher Robin is finally playing again. This ability to embrace the simple things in life and being happy with where he is at the moment is a common theme throughout the movie. Without giving away the ending, Robin does eventually find new meaning in his life through his family and defeats his real-life Winslow with the help of his old friends. Overall, the ending of the movie is hopeful. The heartwarming movie focuses on happiness that can be found through embracing your inner child and being present in the moment. For that reason, I do not believe that it completely fits in with existentialism. For example, there is a very negative connotation on meaning in secular existentialism. You can find meaning, but how can you find happiness in the meaning you've found? Robin accomplishes finding true happiness in his meaning, making it slightly different from existentialism. However, it does fit with existentialism on some level because the journey he took to get there did heavily revolve around him taking a leap of faith into the absurdity of his life. The childlike wonder that Robin experienced could also be a representation of the Christian faith. The Bible often makes references to childlike faith as a key in our belief system. We are called to be trusting and teachable, much like a child. In this way, Christopher Robin leans into this idea, using childlike wonder and faith to trust in the path that Winnie the Pooh is leading him down. Though it's not a perfect metaphor for Christian theism, it does show that there are some parallels. It also appears the main point of the movie is not necessarily to embrace the absurd or chaotic things in our life, but simply to step back into our childhood. Robin was experiencing difficulties in his relationships, specifically with his wife and daughter, because he was forgetting the important things in life. He had become focused on increasing his success so he could enjoy life later on, rather than enjoying life as it happened to him. This seems to be the main message behind the movie, as the movie ends with an emphasis on the happiness that Robin found once he began embracing life as it occurred. In conclusion, Christopher Robin is a heartwarming family movie that teaches one to embrace the absurdity of childlike wonder and enjoying life in the moment. The movie does have existentialist ideas spread throughout, but these ideas and themes can be interpreted in many different ways, as it was discussed earlier. These ideas don't necessarily push for a belief in existentialism either, making it an enjoyable movie for those of all ages and beliefs to enjoy. Thank you!